Hey parents, what if there were simple practices you could do starting today that would lower your stress and overwhelm and improve your emotional health in dramatic ways? And what if these practices could help you become a better parent as well by making you more present and less reactive to your kids? Well, these practices exist. They cost no money and relatively little time, and they are firmly backed by decades of science. In this video, I'll be introducing you to 4 powerful journaling practices that will help you achieve these outcomes and more, and they're all clinically proven to be effective when you incorporate them into your daily routine. My name is Todd Sarner, and I'm a psychotherapist and parenting coach. My mission is to help you have the family life that you've always wanted and to raise children who thrive. Parenting can feel like a balancing act, juggling responsibilities, navigating unexpected challenges, and it can really bring up a lot in terms of stress and overwhelm and even emotional issues and relational conflict with our partners. Let's talk about these 4 journaling practices that can help you lower stress, enhance your emotional well-being, have improved coping mechanisms and ability to communicate, and just make you happier overall and more of the parent and partner that you really want to be. Journaling practice number 1. Morning pages. Morning pages were invented by artist, teacher, and author Julia Cameron. And what they are is essentially 3 pages of stream of consciousness writing. First thing in the morning, no judgment, no editing, just a pen or pencil and letting it all out on paper. It's all about dumping whatever is floating in your head. Worries about your child's tantrums, those looming household tasks, that nagging inner critic, onto the page. Imagine it as a mental detox, a safe space to purge the clutter before your day even starts. Journaling in general has been found to be as effective as therapy in some cases at reducing stress and anxiety. And clearing the clutter in your head first thing in the morning can lead to better focus and cognitive clarity. Look, we all know that parenthood can be mentally exhausting. Morning pages offer a way to process that constant influx of emotions, worries, and to-dos, preventing them from clouding your judgment and your patience. Remember though, the key to morning pages is consistency. Even 5 minutes of free-flowing writing every morning can make a world of difference. Grab your notebook, take a deep breath, and just let all the thoughts and worries flow onto the page. You might even try using some writing prompts related to your specific goals or concerns. Start with questions like, what is the one thing I'm worried about today? Or what small steps can I take today towards becoming a better parent? I'll post a link below to Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, in case you'd like to learn more about morning pages. Journaling practice number 2, reflective journaling. The second journaling practice is very similar to morning pages, but it's more focused in some ways. I first learned about this when I read Parenting from the Inside Out by Dr. Daniel Siegel, and then I did some professional trainings with him as well. The idea is that when something comes up with your child or even your partner that activates you in some way, that you take the time to journal about that specific event that happened and the feelings that came up alongside it. Throughout the day, we encounter situations that can spark strong emotions, especially when parenting. These are your triggers, moments that you might feel frustrated, angry, anxious, or overwhelmed. Reflective journaling focuses on these moments. Instead of reacting impulsively, reflective journaling teaches you to pause, to take a few steps back from the situation and simply observe your own experience. Notice the physical sensations in your body and the thoughts and the emotions surging through you. But then, as soon as you're able, grab a pen and a paper and begin writing. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Simply let anything you're thinking or feeling flow onto the page. Describe everything that comes up for you as honestly and openly as possible. The magic can happen in your reflection upon what comes up. As you write, try to identify the deeper needs or fears that this trigger might be tapping into. Consider things like, what is this situation reminding me of from my own past? What am I most afraid of in this moment? And what underlying need is not being met that might be fueling my reaction? Parents who practice this form of journaling have reported reduced stress and anxiety, improved communication and conflict resolution, and stronger parent-child relationships and increased self-awareness. Reflective journaling takes patience and practice. Don't feel discouraged if you struggle with it at first. The key is just to write down everything that comes up for you when you've been triggered and do it without editing or questioning what's coming up. I want to emphasize a couple of things here. One, I was taught, and I still believe, that doing these journaling exercises is best done with a pen or pencil and paper, not typing onto a computer or onto a phone. I heard this in James Pennebaker's clinical studies about journaling, but also from my training with Dr. Daniel Siegel, that using a pen and paper increases the benefits of journaling because of the heightened involvement of the right hemisphere in the brain when we're doing this. Subsequent studies have suggested that typing our journals can be just as effective, but I still believe in and recommend writing by hand. At the end of the day though, do what works best for you. I'd also like to stress that when you're doing this kind of stream of consciousness journaling about things that trigger you, you are bound to write some pretty awful things at times, including about people that you love. This is perfectly normal and it doesn't mean anything. Sometimes in our anger and frustration, our brain responds by coming up with some very horrible words in our head. Journaling helps us get them out of our head so that we can feel more peace. But then, when you're finished writing, please just destroy that paper in some safe way so it's not accidentally seen by somebody who might not understand that it's simply a waste product of our psyche and it doesn't really reflect our genuine feelings. Before we get into our next 2 journaling practices, I hope you'll consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. We're dedicated to putting out content that helps you become the parent that you want to be. Liking and subscribing helps us, but it also helps you by putting content in front of you that is best suited to your needs. Journaling practice number 3, the 4-day protocol for difficult life experiences. The third journaling practice for parents is maybe the most impactful of all. It's designed to confront difficult life experiences, including major personal challenges or past traumas. This practice is called the 4-day expressive writing protocol. Developed by renowned psychologist James Pennebaker, this protocol involves writing about the most difficult or traumatic event in your life for 4 days in a row. Although subsequent research has suggested that these 4 sessions can be anytime within 1 month. Unlike the reflective journaling practice where you focus on triggers that come up in your day, this practice is about identifying and writing about a significant life event that you may have been carrying around with you for years. This is what you do. Choose the most difficult or traumatic event in your life. It can be painful, so consider whether you're emotionally ready to confront it through writing. If you are, find a calm, distraction-free space where you can write privately and comfortably. Grab a pen or pencil and some blank paper and give yourself a minimum of 15 minutes, but no more than 30. And don't worry about grammar or spelling or structure. This is just for you. Start writing directly about the event and don't stop. Describe the event details, your thoughts and feelings during the event, and your current emotions about it. Be honest and raw and don't hold back anything at all. Continue writing even if your thoughts run out. If you get stuck, repeat what you've already written. Describe your physical sensations in the moment, or simply write, "I can't think of anything right now." It's important that you keep your hand moving. Focus on processing the emotions. Don't analyze or overly explain the event. Just simply express your feelings as they arise, and then repeat this process for 4 days in a row if you can. You can spread it out a little bit more if you'd like, but like I said, make sure the 4 sessions are within a month. Afterwards, pay attention to how you're feeling and give yourself some time and space to process your emotions further. There is no need to share what you've written. This is for you and you alone. Research has shown that people who participate in this protocol are found to have reduced stress and anxiety, enhanced self-awareness, improved coping mechanisms, and significant emotional catharsis. A study in the Journal of Consulting and Clinical Psychology in 1988 found that writing about traumas reduced physical health problems, and another study in health psychology in 2000 found that Pennebaker's protocol enhanced immune function, also suggesting that there are physical as well as psychological benefits. In his popular scientific podcast Huberman Lab, Andrew Huberman, PhD, a professor of neurobiology at Stanford, cited over 200 peer-reviewed papers that pointed to what he calls the positive and persistent mental and physical shifts that this protocol induces. Now, it's really important to say that this practice can be emotionally demanding. Consider your current mental state and consult your doctor or mental health care professional if you have any concerns at all about your ability to engage in this practice. While confronting past traumas can be challenging, the potential rewards are undeniable. A calmer, more mindful, and more self-aware you translates to a more present and supportive parent. Journaling practice number 4, gratitude journaling. Let's return now to a more simple daily journaling practice that can also have enormous benefits for your life as a parent. And this one you've probably heard about. It's called gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is the act of intentionally reflecting upon and recording things that you're grateful for, big or small. It can be about the people you love or the simple pleasures in life that have happened in your day. It can be about anything at all that you are grateful for. Just sit down with a pen and paper, or you can do this one digitally if you'd like, and spend at least 5 to 10 minutes writing about all the things in your life that you're grateful for today. Usually this is done in the morning or in the evening. I like to do it at night before bed myself. And try to use some detail if you can. Don't just write, "I'm grateful for my kids." Go deeper. Mention something specific if you can, like a funny moment or a really nice hug. And you might even consider suggesting having a gratitude journal to your kids. Gratitude journaling has been shown to boost happiness and well-being. It can improve your relationship with your children and enhance your abilities for resilience and coping. And like the other journaling practices, it promotes mindfulness and self-awareness. Remember that this is a journey, not a destination. Some days your list might be a little short, and that's okay. Just be gentle with yourself and focus on the practice itself. You might be surprised at all the benefits that you cultivate from this daily habit. That's our video for today. I hope you'll consider trying some or all of these journaling practices. As with any new habit, it's good to dedicate yourself to at least 30 to 60 days of practicing and experiencing the benefits so it sticks with you as a habit in your life. And as always, please leave your comments and questions below. We read them all and reply whenever we can. And let us know what other topics you might like us to cover here on the Transformative Parenting channel. It's time for our quote of the day. This one is by probably the most famous journaler of all time, Anne Frank, who said, "I can shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear, my courage is reborn." Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.